project stock portfolio suggestion engine. The agenda of this PPT is we'll introduce the team and go through overall architecture and discuss about the features and challenges, and later we can see the future scope of this project. The team members are I'm Sailahari Sitamraju, and the other team members are Preeti Billa and Rishabh Reddy and Tanuj Kumar. Coming to the application overview, the application will provide a stock portfolio. It will provide a stock portfolio suggestion engine for user investment recommendation based on the user input about their investment amount and the input strategies. So after taking the input, the application will pick one or two investment strategies, either from ethical investing or growth investing, or in index investing or quality investing or value investing. The engine needs to assign stock or ETF for selected investment strategies. It can be either index investing investment strategies, and it could map to following ETFs such as Vanguard Total Stock Market or iShares Core MSCI Total Intel Stock, or it can be iShares Core Plus 10-year US bond. Or from ethical investment strategies, it could map to the following stocks, which are Apple, Adobe, or Nestle, and each strategy must map to at least three different stock. Coming to the architecture, the users will access the application using the web portal, and the application is being hosted on AWS EC2, and the front end is built using React and Redux, and we had built a Flask application which uses Python, and taking the DB, the Python will access and it will update. Coming to the features, the stock portfolio application output displays how money is being distributed. It also displays the current open values in the real time, and it can depict the portfolio values weekly trends. As the UI is pretty simple, user will face no challenges while accessing the application. The suggestion engine has a cache that stores detailed company stock data, and the website displays a real-time price for recommended stocks. Coming to the challenges, stock market research is one of the challenge. The investment strategies, market stocks, and market indices were a new domain for the team, and it was a huge challenge to understand and provide suggestions to the user. And searching for the stock APIs, which gives faster responses and implementing it. We have used Cloud IEX Stock API, and implementing the Flask backend and the React JS UI and integrating it is a bit complex. And calculating time is too long in runtime due to numerous API calls to functional modeling prep library to load all the information by using stock cache service. Coming to the future scope, we want to implement a future scope features such as developing a hybrid mobile application which supports iOS and Android platform using Ionic framework, so that user can access to any of those platform using our application, and implement detailed analytics using pie chart, histogram, heat maps, blocks, box plots, and scatter plots, and many other graphs. And for personalized portfolio, integrating the account with Gmail to sign up and log in, we are going to integrate that and include a section for frequently asked questions and a section for support in our application. Coming to the source code, so this is the application code that we have written. So we have clearly mentioned like which strategies should how strategies and which strategies should pick up based on the investment strategies, and this is the code that we have written for the backend. And for the front end application view, we have used JS, and we can view this. Coming to the test cases, my other teammate will demonstrate the test cases and how how we validated them. Thank you.
This is Rishabh. Now I'm going to demonstrate all the test cases that we are going to use in this stock portfolio suggestion application. We are going to demonstrate 11 test cases now. The first two test cases talks about the home page of the application and how it looks like. Once we start the application, the user can view an input field where he can enter the amount for his investment, and he can also view a back and proceed button. The third and fourth test case talks about the validation. For example, if the user enters the amount less than 5000, if he enters the amount 2000, and if he clicks the proceed button, then the application will prompt an error message saying please select valid amount. In the fourth test case, we are talking about if the user enters the amount which is greater than or equal to 5000. For example, if the user enters the amount 6000, then he will be able to click the proceed button. The fifth the fifth test case is about the functionality of this proceed button. If the user clicks the proceed button, then he can view an input field where he can select one or two strategies from the available. He can also view a back and proceed button. The sixth test case is about, in some cases, the user wants to re-enter the amount, re-enter the investment amount. If he wants to change the amount he wants to invest. For example, if he wants to invest more amount, then he can do it by clicking the back button. Once he clicks the back button, he can view the input field where he can enter the amount for the investment. From there, he can change the amount for his investment. For example, if he wants to invest 6500, he can enter the amount and he can click the proceed button. Once he clicks the proceed button, in the seventh test case, we are talking about the functionality of the second proceed button. If he enters the correct amount and selected one or two strategies, then he will be able to click the proceed button. If he clicks in the eighth test case, we are talking about once he clicks the proceed button, he can view the summary of the amount he is going to invest and the investment strategies he has selected. In the ninth test case, I would like to demonstrate if the user has selected more than two strategies. For example, if the user has selected three strategies from the available, then he will not be able to click the proceed button. It shows a error message more strategies, which means the user cannot select more than two strategies. He can select at most two. Once he enters the correct amount and selected two strategies and clicks the proceed button, he can view the summary and the submit selection button and the back button. In the 10th test case, I would like to demonstrate the functionality of this submit selection button. Once the user clicks the submit selection button, the application will fetch the results, and it will shows it shows the page where the user can view the suggested stock's current value of the overall portfolio in each selected strategy and the different amounts to be invested on each stock. He can view all the different stock details here and the amount he is going to invest and the selected strategies. In the each strategy, what stocks is going to be invested, what amount particularly in each stock is going to be listed under the each stock. In the 11th test case, I would like to demonstrate. Once the user hovers a cursor over a particular stock and clicks on it, it will it gives the weekly trend of the portfolio value, that is five days history of the overall portfolio value. This is how all the test cases has been demonstrated. The main challenges we faced during building this application was learning about these investment strategies, and the other challenge was about selecting the stock API. We were referring to different stock APIs such as Yahoo Finance, Dual Data, FinHub, but finally we have stick to IEX Cloud API because it is fetching results faster in JSON format. So we were using that. Thank you. This is all about the demo.